We've got a lot of events for you this weekend, so let's get started. It's a big weekend. In Du Bois County is where we always begin. What do we have up? We have Huntingburg Fourth Fridays. This always happens Fourth Friday throughout the summer and beginning of the fall. That's at Market Street Park at 5 o'clock Eastern time when everything kicks off. Music, games, food trucks galore. And then we have the Celestine Street Fest. That's once a year. That's this Saturday at St. Celestine Catholic Church. There's music, there's food, there's games. There's a 5K run and walk, so you can get some exercise while you eat. There's a car show, activities. There's a beer garden for those 21 and over, and it is free. Then we've got the National Redbone Days, brought to you by the Perry County Coon Club. This is new. It's today through Saturday in Tell City, 2, 10, and 11, dealing with different coon dogs and activities with all of those folks and meetings as well. Then we're moving on now to Gibson County. We've got the Miss Gibson County Fair Queen and Sweetheart Pageant before the Gibson County Fair in a couple of weeks. That's Saturday from 7 to 9 at the Gibson County Fairgrounds. And then Hairspray. So last weekend, the Gibson County Youth Theater performed the musical Hairspray with teens. This weekend, it's the adult version, and it's the people that were in this show 20 years ago. They've had a week to rehearse and revamping it, so that is a fundraiser for the Gibson County Youth Theater. It's Friday and Sunday at 7:30 and 2 p.m. It's $10 at the Princeton Community High School Auditorium. And then we have Keeping Mr. Lincoln. It is a play about Abraham Lincoln. It's a little bit more geared towards kids, but it's really a family-friendly show about Abraham Lincoln. That is this Friday and Sunday, brought to you by 1816 Theatrics at Lincoln Amphitheater in Spencer County. 7 p.m. is the time, and then I believe a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday. Tickets range in price from $16 to $20. And then the Newburgh Music Festival returns to Newburgh, of course, on Saturday. It's going to be a hot one, and we've got historic Newburgh folks coming in just a few minutes to talk more about this. It is at the Newburgh Old Lock and Dam. It has moved locations. I think the time was from 1 to 9. I'm not sure. We've got live music, food trucks, a beer garden, and a vendor mart. And we've got the different performances scheduled there on the east location. You got Tim Ash, Kayla McCarty, Dr. Amy and Kevin on acoustic. And then at another location on the west, you've got Mitchell Douglas, Ryan Michael Schultz, Brandon McCarty, and Strolling Tones throughout the day. And then the gazebo, you have Tara Prather and Nola Neely. And then the amphitheater is Bourbon Roots at 1:30 and the big headliner at 6 p.m. Happy New Month. There is a fee with that as well to get a wristband. And then we've got the Newburgh Museum Trivia Night. It's a new event brought to you by Newburgh Museum. It is free from 6 to 8 at the Newburgh Museum. This will be happening the last Thursday of the month for the next few months. And then we've got Movie Night in the Park, brought to you by Evansville Police Department. This is happening throughout the summer. It is free. Friday at Van Pollock Park, 8:15. As the sun's setting, and it's Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And please bring something to sit down on, like a chair, blanket, that sort of thing. The National Theater on Ice competition continues through Saturday at the Ford Center. Different times of when things start there. Let's slow this down just a little bit so I can get through those, please. Thank you. And then comedian Brad Williams takes to the stage at the Victory Theater on Friday, 7 p.m. Tickets are $26.50. We've got the Tailgate Revival coming back to the Deaconess Sports Park. That is Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets range in price from $10 to $15. There is music and food trucks as well. And then we have On Stage with harpist Emily Fife. Now, you may remember her. She is a staple on Lifestyles with Angie on ABC 25. She will be performing tonight for free at 6 o'clock at the Preston Arts Center on the campus of Henderson Community College in Henderson. So cool concert there. Then we've got the Highway 41 yard sale. This is a big deal. This is Friday and Saturday. It includes Henderson County. It's 150 miles of shopping and food. It's free admission. It's just a highway yard sale on 41 there. And then we have Tommy Stillwell and Crooked Eye, Tommy and Scarecrow. That is Friday and Saturday, performing at the Elm in Henderson from 8 to 11. And Henderson Pride, a celebration of LGBTQIA+ history and culture. That's Sunday from 3 to 7 at the Chloe Randolph organization. It is free. There's music, food, information, and vendors, and all sorts of educational opportunities for you as we wrap up Pride Month. And then we've got Romp. That is today through Saturday. We've been talking about it all week at Yellow Creek Park. And Friday after 5 will return on Friday. Bone Pony, Outlaw Apostles, the Sorrels will all be performing after 5 at the Owensboro Riverfront. Romp and Roll Record Show. This is new. This is happening Friday through Sunday at the Owensboro Convention Center. More music for you. Tickets range in price from $5 to $25. Then we've got the Madisonville Fourth Fest. We talked with those folks earlier this week, brought to you by the City of Madisonville. It is the 28th through 30th, Friday through Sunday at Madisonville City Park. It is free with vendors and food trucks. And Friday night is country night. We've got Tracy Lawrence, Chris Knight, Kentucky Dom, and there's also a beer garden for those 21 and over. And then we've got Saturday, we've got Digital Underground, DJ Bourne, a beer garden as well. Got Naughty by Nature coming. And then Praise in the Park is on Sunday with Kane, Consumed by Fire, Dustin Scarborough with vendors and food trucks. And then we've got the West Kentucky Antique and Vintage Market. That's Friday and Saturday from 8 to 3 at the West Kentucky Archery Complex. It is free admission. Get some vintage antiques there. And then the Dawson Springs Tornado Recovery Celebration Saturday from 4 to 10 at downtown Dawson Springs. It is free with music, obstacle course, and fireworks. I think this was postponed and this was rescheduled from March. So I believe that is everything.